So one of my students shared something with me the other day, and I thought it was really good and wanted to share with you today. Several episodes back, I did an episode talking about the difference between auto-regulated training and planned training protocols, right? Auto-regulation basically allows you to train based on how you feel. A lot of it's tied to your feelings and whatnot. And that's good. I think that's really good for beginners, especially when you're just getting into strength training and you're not quite sure like what you're capable of, and you can really just kind of allow yourself to make progress naturally. And I think that's really good for beginners. I also talked about this concept of eating intuitively. Then I talked about the real importance of tracking. And that's what this episode is about. If you want to know how to pretty much guarantee, get some great external feedback on if you're making progress with your kettlebell workouts, if you're making progress with your eating, etc., something that you can do today. And this is something one of my students shared with me, and I thought it was brilliant. If you've got a particular goal around weight loss or attaining some kind of strength feat, you need to plan your training and your eating by the numbers. Don't fall for the false hope of being able to eat intuitively to attain your goals. People that push this eating intuitively and auto-regulation and whatnot can only do that because for years they planned their training by the numbers. You can only eat intuitively when you have tracked long enough and you have a good understanding of what 6 ounces of this is, a cup of that is, etc. Because the problem is you start to rely more on your feelings versus on objective external feedback. And tracking does that. When it comes to, are you making progress with your food, you've got to track. You need to know how much you're eating. And that's what I want to share with you today. Let's say you're following a training program, and let's say you're supposed to train 3 days a week. Every time you complete one of the training sessions, give yourself a +1 marker. Let's say you do 2 training sessions. You train Monday and Wednesday, so that's +2. On Friday you miss. You're going out of town. Something happens, you don't train. You give yourself a -1. Do the same thing with your eating. When you follow the eating strategy, when you're not cheating, right? What is cheating? I think you and I both know what cheating is. When you follow the eating strategy, give yourself a +1. And every time you don't follow the eating strategy, you give yourself a -1. And the difference between those that see steady progress week after week and month after one have a higher net positive than those who don't. Again, tracking for the win. Numbers are objective. Numbers are truth. Numbers will never lie. And numbers will give you direct feedback on if you're making progress and if you're not making progress. Another reason why, if you want to see consistent results with your workouts, if you want to see consistent results in your physique, if that's what your goals are, you need to plan everything by the numbers. You need to track. So if you want to see more results in your kettlebell workouts, if you want to see more results when it comes to weight loss and fat loss, you got to track everything by the numbers. See you on the next one. Peace.